The Ultimate Ears Boom 4 and the Boom 3 are built on the exact same foundation, and at first glance, it's hard to tell them apart. They share the same cylindrical design, the same 360-degree sound, and the same 15-hour battery life, and they both still float if you happen to drop them in a pool. The difference is that the Boom 4 finally cleans up the older model's biggest practical flaws. It swaps the outdated micro USB port for USB-C, increases the drop resistance to 15 feet, and moves to more sustainable materials. It's not a radical redesign, but a collection of small updates intended to make the speaker feel a bit more modern. Deciding between them really comes down to whether those specific hardware tweaks actually change the experience of owning the speaker, or if the original design is so solid that the older version is still the one that makes the most sense. The Ultimate Ears Boom 3 is IP67 waterproof. It can be submerged to 1 meter for 30 minutes and floats. It handles outdoor water exposure, pool use, and accidental drops in shallow water without concern. The extreme performance fabric covering is engineered for high-stress applications. It is legitimately tough and resists tearing and abrasion. The Boom 3 is a durable speaker. The Ultimate Ears Boom 4 is also IP67 waterproof and floating, but adds drop-proof protection up to 15 feet, or 1.5 meters. That is a meaningful upgrade in the durability category. IP67 addresses water. Drop-proof protection to 15 feet addresses the physical impacts that happen when a speaker gets knocked off a table, falls from a backpack side pocket, or takes a hit on a rocky trail. These are the drop scenarios that waterproofing does not protect against. For an outdoor speaker used in genuinely rugged environments, camping, hiking, beach outings with kids, the addition of drop certification changes the confidence level with which the speaker can be treated as a gear item rather than a careful possession. Edge goes to the Ultimate Ears Boom 4 on drop-proof protection. Both speakers produce Ultimate Ears' signature 360-degree sound, the acoustic design that radiates audio in all directions simultaneously so every listener in the group hears the same level regardless of where they are standing around the speaker. The Boom 3 delivers this at 10 watts with a frequency response starting at 90 Hz. The Boom 4 delivers rich, 360-degree sound with deep, accurate bass that is carefully balanced so you can hear every note, according to Ultimate Ears' own description. Third-party comparison data indicates that both speakers perform comparably in the 360-degree outdoor listening scenario. Neither has a dramatic output advantage over the other at their respective price points. Customers on both models consistently praise sound quality as very good and getting loud. Both deliver what Ultimate Ears has built their reputation on. For a buyer whose primary concern is audio performance and nothing else, the Boom 3 covers the need at its price. The Edge is even. Both deliver Ultimate Ears' signature 360-degree balanced sound. The Ultimate Ears Boom 3 charges via micro USB, the legacy connector that is no longer standard on phones, laptops, or most accessories in 2026. For any buyer whose device ecosystem has moved to USB-C, the Boom 3 requires a separate dedicated cable rather than using the same cable as their phone, laptop, or tablet. That one extra cable reality is a small friction point that compounds every time the speaker needs charging. The Ultimate Ears Boom 4 charges via USB-C, the current universal standard. One cable type for everything. For a buyer who has already eliminated micro USB from their kit, the Boom 4's USB-C is a practical upgrade that the Boom 3 cannot offer regardless of how good the speaker sounds. Edge, Ultimate Ears Boom 4, on USB-C charging modernization. PartyUp allows multiple Ultimate Ears speakers to connect together and play simultaneously for larger sound coverage. The Boom 3 pairs with other Boom 3, Mega Boom 3, and previous generation Boom and Boom 2 speakers, over 150 speakers total on the older platform. The Boom 4 pairs with Boom, Mega Boom, Everboom, Epic Boom, and Hyperboom speakers, an expanded compatibility set that includes Ultimate Ears' current full lineup rather than legacy models. For a buyer who already owns other current generation Ultimate Ears speakers, the Boom 4's expanded PartyUp integration connects into the full modern ecosystem. For a buyer who owns older Boom or Boom 2 speakers, the Boom 3's backward compatibility is the more relevant advantage. Edge goes to the Boom 4 for current lineup owners. Boom 3 for older UE speaker owners. The Ultimate Ears Boom 4 incorporates a minimum of 52% post-consumer recycled plastic by weight across its plastic components. For buyers who factor environmental responsibility into purchasing decisions, the Boom 4's documented material commitment is specific and meaningful. The Boom 3 does not carry the same recycled material specification. Edge goes to Ultimate Ears Boom 4 on documented sustainable materials. The Boom 3 is rated for 150 feet of Bluetooth range. The Boom 4 is rated for 147 feet. The 3-foot difference is not a practical distinction in any real-world use scenario. Both speakers provide enough range to walk away, step inside, or move around a yard or campsite without signal interruption. Both the Boom 3 and the Boom 4 are marked as frequently returned items on Amazon. Both have customer feedback that includes reports of units stopping working entirely, not isolated incidents but patterns that appear in feedback for both products. This is a real concern at the price point, and it applies equally to both. Buying from a seller with a confirmed return window and checking Ultimate Ears warranty coverage before purchase is advisable regardless of which model is chosen. The Edge in this category is neither. Both carry documented reliability concerns at similar rates. Both speakers deliver 15 hours of battery life on a single charge. Neither has an advantage here. The Boom 3 supports wireless charging via an optional PartyUp charging dock sold separately, a convenience for buyers who already invest in that accessory ecosystem. The edge is even, but the Boom 3 does get a slight edge for its wireless charging dock. The Boom 3's extreme performance fabric covering, the two-tone textile engineered for motorcycle jackets and fire equipment, is a genuinely distinctive material choice that many buyers find more visually appealing and more personally expressive than standard speaker grille materials. For buyers who care about the aesthetics of the gear they carry, the Boom 3's fabric options and shimmering visual texture have an identity that the Boom 4's plastic-forward construction does not replicate. The Boom 4's USB-C cable is not included in the box. The listing specifically notes charging via USB-C cable, not included. For a buyer purchasing the Boom 4 as a gift or as a standalone purchase without a spare USB-C cable available, this is an immediate additional purchase. At this price tier, including the charging cable is standard practice. Not including it is a legitimate out-of-box friction point. The Ultimate Ears Boom 4 is the winner of this comparison, and it comes down to the practical upgrades that change the daily ownership experience rather than just the audio performance. Drop-proof protection to 15 feet for buyers who take their speaker into genuinely rugged outdoor environments. USB-C charging that eliminates the need for a dedicated legacy cable. Expanded PartyUp compatibility with Ultimate Ears' full current lineup. Documented post-consumer recycled materials. And the same 360-degree sound quality, IP67 waterproofing, floating design, and 15-hour battery that made the Boom 3 one of the most recommended portable speakers available. At $115 to $135, the Boom 4 costs modestly more than the Boom 3 and delivers meaningfully more where durability and convenience are the daily use measures. The Ultimate Ears Boom 3 at $100 to $105 is the right choice for buyers who already own older Ultimate Ears speakers and want PartyUp backward compatibility. Buyers who have the PartyUp wireless charging dock and want wireless charging support, or buyers for whom the extreme performance fabric aesthetic is the deciding factor. At its price, the Boom 3 remains an excellent speaker. The Boom 4 simply upgrades the parts that show their age. Both speakers are linked in the description below. Check current pricing before you buy, since both fluctuate. Both are marked frequently returned, so buy with a return window you trust. If you want more comparisons that protect your next purchase, then hit subscribe. The Boom 4 wins this. Thank you so much for watching.